Hello, yogis. Today, our yoga practice is going to be dedicated to cultivating abundance. And so, one of the ways that we can cultivate abundance is just realizing that we are already whole and we already have everything that we need right here, right now. And I'm going to be singing one of my favorite chants. So, you can feel free to just close your eyes here, maybe bring your hands to heart center. Maybe rest your hands on your knees. And as I chant, I just want you to think about abundance and just feel the vibrations of abundance and wholeness in every cell of your being. Om Shrim Klim Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shrim Klim Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shrim Klim Lakshmi Namaha. And just allow this feeling of abundance to radiate through your body. Allow the feeling of abundance to radiate into the room, the space that surrounds you. We'll begin our practice in Utthita Vinyasa, extended child's pose. Bring your knees wide, big toes touching, and just rest your forehead on the ground. Sit your hips back towards your heels. And as we rest in child's pose, I invite you to repeat the following mantra to yourself. I am abundant. I am whole. I am happy. I am abundant. I am whole. I am happy. I am abundant. I am whole. I am happy. And throughout this practice, just know that you can always come back to this child's pose anytime that you need to rest. And just focus your breath on that feeling of abundance, that feeling of wholeness. Focus your practice there. Inhale, come to tabletop, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. You can pedal your feet out here for this first one if you'd like, or just take a static downward facing dog. Your gaze is between your thighs, fingers spread wide. Just imagine you're in a nice inverted V position here. And then just imagine this white light surrounding your entire body, bathing you in wholeness, wellness, and happiness. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, extended child's pose. Breathe deep. Release any doubt. Let the feeling of wholeness wash over your body. Inhale to tabletop, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths. Exhale, extended child's pose. I am abundant. I am whole. I am happy. Inhale back to tabletop. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, let it all go through your mouth. Inhale, bend your knees, step to the front of your mat for ragdoll, feet hip width distance apart. Grab your elbows, allow your head to hang. Maybe take a couple of sways from side to side if that feels good and appropriate for your body today. Inhale, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, roll your shoulders back at the top. You can have your feet hip width distance apart or bring your big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, sweep your arms up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your shins or the floor. The crown of your head comes toward the front of your mat. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your knees, step back to a plank. You can lower halfway down or all the way down to your belly. Inhale to your upward facing dog or baby cobra. Broaden through your collarbones, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, bend your knees. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Keep the belly in. Come all the way up. Bring your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. I am abundant. I am whole. I am happy. Inhale, reach up. Bring your gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, step back to your plank, lower halfway or all the way down. Keep your elbows in toward your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, 3 deep breaths. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mats, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up. Bring your gaze up. Exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. I am abundance. I am whole. I am happy. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, step back to your plank, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. You can always take a child's pose instead if that feels better for your body. Always listen to what your body's telling you. I'm just here to guide you. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat. Come to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. I am abundant. I am whole. I am happy. Inhale, bend your knees for chair pose. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, halfway lift. Step your right foot back. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands. Lower your left knee to your mat. Hook your thumbs. Reach up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step to plank. Lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale to Bhujangasana, baby cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, come through tabletop. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your hands. Lower your right knee down. Hook your thumbs. Inhale, rise up, slight back bend. Exhale, plant your hands. Frame your left foot. Step to plank. Lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, come through tabletop. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands. Step the big toes to touch. Lengthen your spine. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Hook your thumbs. Reach all the way up, back bend. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. I am abundant. I am whole. I am happy. Inhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, halfway lift. Step your left foot back. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands, lower your left knee down, rise up, hook the thumbs, slight back bend, low lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, frame your foot. Step to plank, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come through tabletop, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your hands, lower your right knee down. Low lunge, hook the thumbs, slight back bend. Exhale, frame your left foot, step to plank, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, come through tabletop, tuck your toes, down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower halfway, keep the elbows in. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your hands. Bring the right foot to meet it. Lengthen your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Hook your thumbs. Reach up, extend, slight back bend. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. I am abundant. I am whole. I am happy. Feel this happiness, this wholeness, and this abundance coursing through your body with each breath. Inhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your knees, step to plank. Lower halfway down or all the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior one, ground through the outer edge of your left foot. Bend your right knee at 90 degrees. Send your left hip forward and your right hip back. Soften your shoulders. Feel the abundance. Feel the wholeness in this posture, in your breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. Step to your plank. Lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can always skip the vinyasas. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, plant your left foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior one. Ground through the outer edge of your right foot. Bend your left knee at 90 degrees. Send your left hip back and your right hip forward. Feel the strength. Feel the abundance. Feel the wholeness coursing through your body. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step to plank. Lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale, bend your knees. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Come to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come all the way to standing. Bring your hands to your hearts. I am abundant. I am whole. I am happy. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank. Lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior one. Find the strength. Feel that beautiful, abundant energy coursing through your body. Inhale. Exhale, take your flow, or you can always skip it, coming straight to down dog, your choice. You can always take a child's pose. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, plant your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Beautiful deep breaths. Exhale, take your flow or skip it, stepping to down dog. Three breaths. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to your hearts. I am abundance. I am whole. I am happy. Bring your feet hip width distance apart. Place your hands on your hips. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Take your big toes, first 2 fingers and thumb. Bend your knees as much as you need. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward, bend your elbows. Maybe begin to straighten the legs or keep them bent. Whatever's working for you today. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Slide your hands under your feet. Again, bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, begin to straighten your legs, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Heels in, toes out. Sit back into Malasana, your squat. You can always have a block under your tailbone if you'd like. Bring your hands to your heart. Allow your elbows to press your thighs open. And just imagine a nice straight line from the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. Imagine you're being surrounded by that abundant energy. Let go of any judgments that you have towards yourself. You are whole and you are perfect exactly as you are. Slowly release. Make your way to down dog. Take a deep breath in. Breath out through your mouth. Let it all go. And then come into an extended child's pose for a couple of breaths. Inhale, come back to tabletop, tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, bend your knee, open your hip this time. Take a couple of breaths. Get a nice stretch through your left thigh. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands. Inhale, come to your warrior one. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Bring your right shoulder to the inside of your thigh. Keep bending your right knee 90 degrees and bring the crown of your head toward your mat. Inhale, rise to warrior one. Exhale, open to warrior two. If you glance down, you should still be able to see your right big toe. Gaze over your right middle finger. Stack shoulders over hips. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach your right fingertips toward the front and then place your right hand anywhere along your shin, the floor, or a block. And just gaze up toward your left thumb. Exhale, slowly lower your left hand down. Scoot your right foot all the way to the right side of your mat. Lower your left knee down for lizard pose. You can stay right here up on your palms, or if you have the flexibility, you can lower down onto your elbows. Release any tension in your neck. Maybe roll onto the outer edge of your right foot only if that feels good and appropriate for your body and you don't have any knee issues. Stay here, bend your left leg and reach back with the right hand for the top of your foot to add in a quad stretch. Exhale, slowly release. Straighten your right leg for half splits. Bring one hand on either side of the thigh. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold forward. And just keep coming back to that mantra. I am abundant. I am whole. I am happy. Work with your breath. Work with your body. Be present. Inhale, bend your right knee, tuck your back toes. Exhale, step to downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, lift your left leg. Bend your knee, open your hip. Take a couple of breaths. Feel a nice stretch through that right thigh. Exhale, plant your left foot between your hands. And inhale, come to warrior one. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale to open your heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Bring your left shoulder toward the inside of your thigh. Keep that warrior one stance. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale, warrior two. Strong gaze over your left middle finger. Strong stance with your legs. Strong breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Straighten your left leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach your left hand toward the front. Place your left hand to your left shin or the floor. And gaze up toward your right thumb. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Scoot your left foot all the way to the left side of your mat. Both hands are inside your foot. Come into lizard pose. Lower your right knee down towards your mat. Keep hugging your left thigh in. Maybe come down to your elbows or some blocks. Release any tension in your upper body. Maybe roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, only if that feels good. Stay here, bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand for the top of your foot. Nice little twist and quad stretch. Open your heart to all the possibilities of your day. Exhale. Slowly release. Come into your half splits. Straighten your left leg. Flex your left foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your left knee, tuck your back toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Let it all go through your mouth. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, come to Sphinx pose. Stack your shoulders over your elbows. Your feet are hip width distance or wider. Feel this nice heart opener open up through your chest. Your head is neutral. Feel the abundance radiating through your body. Turn your left fingertips in, bend your right knee, and reach back with your right hand for your foot. You can stay here, flip your grip, and press your palm down, bringing your elbow toward the ceiling, or you can always use a strap. You're bringing that right heel just outside your right hip. Exhale, slowly release, switch sides. Bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand for the top of your foot. Stay right here, or bring your left elbow toward the ceiling and press your foot down toward the outside of your left hip. Exhale, slowly release, and just come onto either cheek for a couple of breaths. And bring your forehead back to your mat. Bend your knees and reach back for the top of your feet. So if you can't reach the top of your feet with your forehead still on the ground, just stay right here. If you can comfortably reach your feet with your forehead on the ground, we're going to make our way into bow pose. As we inhale, kick back into your feet, bring your toes to touch, lift the chest up. Take a couple of breaths. Exhale, slowly release, and turn the opposite cheek to rest on your mat. And slowly press back so that you're sitting up on your knees. We'll take camel pose. So there's a couple of options here. You can bring your hands just above the sacrum. Take a nice deep inhale, and exhale, press the hips forward, open the chest. Beautiful stretch here. Keep pressing your pelvis forward. If you have flexibility to reach the heels, only reach the heels if you can reach both hands back and at the same time to touch the heels, and then send the hips forward. If you're touching your heels, bring your hands back to your sacrum. Inhale up, exhale, sit back onto your heels. Rest your palms down on your thighs for a couple of breaths. Close your eyes. Soften your shoulders down and away from your ears. Good, and then just take your arms back behind you. And we'll just stay right here, slight bend in the elbows. Or you can begin to lift your hips up for a modified camel. So the bum is coming off the heels just slightly. Take a couple of breaths. Exhale, slowly lower down. And then come onto your bum. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Flex your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, reach for your toes or your shins, forward fold. Imagine your forehead is coming toward your shins. With each inhale, find length in your spine. And with each exhale, fold deeper. Exhale, slowly release. Keep your left leg straight. Bring your right foot to your inner thigh. Square yourself over your left leg. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, reach forward towards your foot and allow your forehead to drop towards your shin. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Switch sides, straighten your right leg. Bring the sole of your left foot to your inner thigh. Square yourself over your right leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward toward your toes. Bring the crown of your head toward the front of your room and your forehead towards your shin. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. I'm just going to turn to face you. For a moment, we're going to take double pigeon. So bring your right foot under and stack your left foot on top. Your shins are parallel, so the left ankle is on the right knee. And then if you glance down, you should still be able to see a triangle pose between the thighs. If this is too much for you, you can always just come into Baddha Konasana here, bringing the soles of your feet together. So if you're in your double pigeon, really flex through both feet. Flex the ankles. You can either stay seated up nice and tall, or you can fold forward, maybe coming down onto your elbows. Just feel a nice stretch in your hips and your IT band. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Either stay with Baddha Konasana or just switch sides. Stack your right ankle over your left knee. Left knee. Both ankles are flexed. If you glance down, you should be able to see a triangle between the thighs. Take a nice deep inhale. You can stay seated or you can fold forward, coming onto your elbows. Exhale, slowly release. Extend your right leg out to the side. Bring your left foot to your thigh. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, reach for your right toes or your shin, and then extend your left arm up toward the sky. Get a nice little side stretch. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, just crawl your fingertips forward. Keep pointing your right knee up toward the ceiling. The right foot points up toward the ceiling. Feel that nice stretch through the inner thigh. Exhale, walk your fingertips back and twist. Bring your right hand to your knee. Gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch sides. Extend your left foot out to the side. Bring your right foot to your inner thigh. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, reach for your left toes and extend your right arm up toward the ceiling. Stretch through your side body. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, crawl your fingertips out. Keep flexing through your left foot, excuse me. Your left knee is still pointing up toward the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, crawl your fingertips back. Come into a twist, gaze over your right shoulder. Exhale, release. We'll come all the way down onto our backs for Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together and just allow your hips to open. Bring your knees out to the side. Place your right hand on your heart, left hand on your belly. Close your eyes. You can come back to that chant from the beginning of class. Om Shrim Klim Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Shrim Klim Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Shrim Klim Lakshmiye Namaha. You are abundant. You are whole. You are happy. Bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Bring your knees into touch, and then bring your feet as wide as your mats for a little counter stretch. When you're ready, just make your way into Savasana, your final relaxation. Stretch your legs long. Turn your palms up toward the sky. Release any tension in your body. And just let your body absorb your practice. You're whole. If you have the time, I encourage you to stay here another 5 to 10 minutes. But if you're ready to make your way out of it, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Perhaps reach your arms up point your toes for a full body stretch. Gently hug your knees into your chest. Roll onto either side in the fetal position for a few breaths. And take your time, there's no rush. Gently press your way back to a comfortable seated position on your mats. And bring your hands to heart center. Thank yourself for coming to your mat today, for taking this time out of your day for you. And remember that you are abundant, whole, and happy. Namaste.